Blessed be everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are talking about the Magician card, another favourite card with witches and magician, and very significant to us as well. Before we talk about it though, I'm Sandra from MysteryWitchSchool.com, author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path and Tapping into Abundance. If you want to know more about Wicca, witchcraft, shadow work and the tarot, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. And if you want to know where to start your witchcraft practice but you're not sure, there's a link in the description field below this video to my free masterclass called How to Start Your Witchcraft Practice. Take a look at it, and you'll also get on my mailing list that way too if you tick the box to say that you still want to hear from me. And that way then you'll get a lot of updates as to when my tarot course is coming out, which it will be this year, and anything else that's going on at the Mystery Witch School. So we're going to dive straight into the Magician card. Beautiful card, lovely colours. We've got that yellow, which signifies the air realm. So this can be a card of communication. This can be a card also of the realm of thoughts and thinking, particularly if you understand how your thoughts and feelings create your reality or create your life or contribute to your life. That is really significant in this card, because this card is all about your will, how you channel your will into the world, and how you as the magician or the witch is a channel for these magical forces, this energy. And if you take notice of this particular card, the right hand is up holding the wand and the left hand is going down. So what the magician is a receiver of energy, a channel for energy. It's about taking the energy or receiving the energy and then allowing it to channel out into influencing the world or creating in the world. So every time you do a spell, every time you do magic, you're this channel for bringing your thoughts, your ideas, your desires into 3D physical manifestation. And the Magician card shows us that. If you're looking at the Fool's journey, where the Fool is us when we come into this reality, and we come in here with a sense of adventure, I hope, and a sense of not really knowing what we're going to be experiencing or doing, but having a bit of an idea, taking all of the things that we have from our past lives with us. The Magician is the first card that comes after the Fool. So the Magician is our potential to manifest, our potential to direct things the way we want to direct them. So it's showing us that our being, our physical manifestation and our spiritual being are actually one, and that we are the source of our own creations. It's the number one. One means unity, and one pretty much means everything is connected together. So you're coming from this nothingness, or no thingness, I should really say, into a single being, and being able to connect the upper spiritual higher self to your lower 3D manifested world. So it's a pretty heavy duty card. If you'll notice, he's wearing red. So red is a color of passion and courage and confidence. So this card is a card that's saying be confident in your ability to be able to create and manifest. And there's also a sense of purity there too when you look at the white tunic that the Magician is wearing under the red garment. You've got a lot of beautiful imagery here. You've got the lilies and the rose, which symbolize masculine, feminine energies, and also that lush growth of creative flowering potential that you have there. If you meditate on this card, it's a great way for you to be able to really step into your inner witch, your inner magician, and know that even if though we're told by scientism and mainstream culture that we are just jellyfish in the ocean, that we are just these bits of flesh, flawed flesh, that they might be saying those things, but what the Magician card is telling us is something totally, totally different. He's also got the representations of the 4 elements, or the 4 tools of the magical arts. And if you are a ceremonial magician or a Wiccan, you will not take note that the 4 elements are represented by the pentacle, the cup, the sword, and the wand, which of course are images that are all through the tarot. So you've got the 4 elements, or the 4 tools that make up the minor arcana cards sitting here on the magician's table. And when you look at those in magic, and if you're looking at what they represent in magic, the magician here is channeling energy, as above, so below. And he has available to him all of the things he needs to be able to create. So you've got here the wand, which represents your passion, your desire. Then there is the cup, which is the potential to be able to conceptualize something, to have an idea around creating something. It's the pot of creation. And then you have the sword, which belongs to the element of air, which is about the blueprint, the mental blueprint, the thoughts that we have when we start thinking about the things that we want, or we start thinking about what we truly want in our lives. That's something that happens in our thoughts. And then we come down to this reality, which is the pentacle. And that's all about manifestation. So between the cup too is the emotional realm as well. So it can be the emotions of your need, and understanding what your emotions are, and then understanding what the thoughts are that can help those emotions be more centered around what it is that you really want, and bringing your thoughts to shape something into what you're truly wanting emotionally, and then bringing that down into the 3-dimensional world. And the magician has the capacity to do that. So this card is very meaningful for you if you are doing inner work or shadow work. It will be telling you to step into your power if you're doing shadow work. If you're working with this card, maybe if you're working with it upside down, or it comes up in a more of a negative placement, then you may be dealing with the trappings of the ego when it comes to the magician. Because just as it can be connecting to source and connecting to the truth, the flip side, or the shadow side of the magician, is illusion and deception and trickery. The magician was seen a lot as being a trickster in tarot history, because you're dealing with 2 different types of magician, really, aren't you? You're dealing with true magic, which is where you're manifesting your desires into the world and taking more control or more direction of your life through your intentions. And then you've got the fake magic, which is more the mentalism type of magic, like pulling the rabbit out of the hat and slicing the woman in half and all of those illusions, so that illusory kind of magic, which isn't what we would call really happening. It just looks like it's happening because of the art of illusion and the way that our brains work. It's trickery, essentially. So the stage magic is trickery, whereas the true magic is the true connection to spirit. So watch out with the magician if it is badly aspected, or if it is upside down and it's looking to be more of a negative meaning, that you've got more realistic things to be concerned about. Where in your life are you falling more for the illusion, maybe the wishful thinking component of things? It's different to have wishful thinking to actually having the true sense of the wish having already been fulfilled that you have when you're doing a magical act. Wishful thinking is about wishing for something to happen because you feel that it hasn't happened yet. So you're not in the wish fulfilled, you're wishing for it. So it's not there yet. Whereas when you're in the wish fulfilled, you're feeling as if it has already happened. So when it comes to illusion and trickery, where may there be maybe somebody who's trying to trick you up, or if you're tricking yourself, where are you being a little delusional in regards to how you manifest or how you're creating your life or directing your life, and taking a good look at yourself there through doing the shadow work. So the magician can be a little heavy-handed when it is badly aspected. In a reading though, generally, if it's well aspected, then it's a really good card to get, because it shows you've got everything you need to be able to see your way through to whatever it is that you're asking about. You've got the tools, all you have to do is connect or plug yourself in to channel the amazing divine electricity to go down through you and manifest into the 3D world. It's a lovely, lovely card. The magician can also stand for a teacher. I've had this card in readings for myself where he was actually a teacher, and a teacher did manifest within a couple of months of having had the card come up. So magician can also be somebody who can help teach you, for better or for worse, or maybe teach you, it could be good lessons or it can be difficult lessons. Some teachers, such as false teachers, can actually be really beneficial because they're teaching you how you can be tricked and how you can be following in an illusory way. And when this card came up, I can't remember how it was aspected with the other cards, but I just remember that the teacher that this card was pointing to, although at the beginning it was really, really good and I learned a lot, the teacher did turn out to actually be a false teacher. Not that there is ever really such a thing as a false teacher, because we're always learning from somebody, so there is nothing false about it, but they weren't what they claimed to be, basically. So there were some really valuable lessons from the teacher that this card was representing in that reading. I think the Magician and the High Priestess card, for me personally, really represent how we work with magic and how we can create or direct our lives simply by really tuning into our intuition, tuning into our heart and what it is that we really want, and allowing that energy to move through us, doing what we need to do in the world, and then allowing ourselves to prepare and receive from the feeling of the wish fulfilled what it is that we are wanting. And those are the messages that I see through the Magician, the High Priestess, and the manifestation of that, I guess, in the Empress card. So that's the Magician card. If you want to study Wicca with me or Witchcraft with me, take a look at the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy. It's a 12-month course. It is there to help you connect to yourself, to connect to your practice, to connect to the magic of you, and to work with energy. Learn how to utilize energy. Learn more a little bit about yourself and how you can connect to spirit, to various different deities on a daily basis. This practice becomes so much more beneficial when we're actually practicing it on a daily basis and not just doing it when we need something. We have to walk this path pretty much full time to really gauge the benefits from it, because we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and magic is a part of that, and the witchcraft part is about acknowledging that, not getting too caught up in the workaday mundane world of the mainstream distraction and fear-mongering and scientism, but actually coming into a sense of who we truly are at that heart level and leading our lives from what makes us feel that we're on purpose, that we're connected, that we have a positive purpose in life, and that we're actually on the path to totally creating the life that we came here to create. So if you're interested in learning witchcraft with me, the link to the Mystery Witch School 101 Academy is in the description field below this video. Thank you all for supporting the channel. I will see you on the next video. Blessed be.